How'd you like to have to stand between these two animals?
Haha, no thank you. You'd have to be crazy or suicidal to do that.
What the heck? It's the champion!
Good God in heaven. He knocked the referee out of the ring.
I'm alive, I can't complain no more. The sun out, baby, I don't see the rain no more.
Hey there, champ, it's Shane O'Mac. Listen, I know you've been having a little bit of a trouble with, let's say, a certain behemoth lately. I'm calling to offer you a deal. Work together with us, and your contender problem will be a thing of the past.
I heard you told those losers to go to hell. I'm sure at least one of them's familiar with the place. If it means I get you one-on-one, I'll help you put that freak out of action permanently.
With just over a week to go until Judgment Day, tonight's show will be intense. This is Michael Cole, here with JBL, and we're hearing rumors that the champion has been offered an alliance.
He'd be a moron not to take it. Nobody could survive long against his two rivals.
It's a great chance to take out a rival, but is it too good to be true?
It's possible, but let's face it, the champ's running out of options.
The champion earned the ire of this man when he refused his offer of assistance.
Oh, come on. The champ already had all the ire he could handle before that ever happened. He'll stop at nothing to break the champ in half, and he's made no secret of that.
You think you know?
You've got to give the champ all the credit in the world for managing to survive two of the most dangerous superstars on SmackDown for this long.
For crying out loud, don't jinx the man, Michael Cole. Tonight isn't over yet. Edge is so quick.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE. These fans have got something they want to share with us.
That's their right. They paid for their tickets after all.
Dude. He slipped out of that one. Nice quick counter there.
4.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
5.
I'm with you, partner.
Haha, look at this, Cole. He doesn't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
7.
I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
So you're telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book and cares more about the rules than about winning?
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some sense of sportsmanship, some sense of decency, yes. How can you applaud a man who doesn't care about any...
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now. Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
2.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any. He's going up, and what goes up must come down.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. That isn't going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head. Now that's the way to do it. Let your opponent know who's boss.
Or you can just keep posturing and give your opponent time to recover.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well,
There's the cover. Can he do it?
2, 3.
When I first heard about this,
The champ has survived yet another onslaught.
yeah, but if he was a cat, I'd say his 9 lives are about up.
We know the GM wants him to rest up next week for Judgment Day.
And that's exactly what he should do, but I doubt he will.
You might be right. He didn't earn that championship by taking time off.
I know that when I was a champion, I constantly went after the competition, and he's got to do the same.
What the hell do you think you're doing? I don't want to see alliances. I want to see a champion who is ruthless. So put one of those animals down.
Judgment Day is this Sunday. This is Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield, and tonight the #1 contender will be decided.
This is a critical week, Michael. If anyone wants to make an impact before Judgment Day, it has to be now.
And with the champion not scheduled for a match, you have to wonder how he'll make his presence felt.
I don't know, but he better do something. No one holds on to the championship by sitting on their butt.
How'd you like to have to stand between these two animals?
Haha, no thank you. You'd have to be crazy or suicidal to do that.
What the heck? It's the champion!
Good God in heaven, he knocked the referee out of the ring. I can't remember the last time I saw rage like that.
The champion has lost it, and I don't think there's any hope of controlling this chaos. He's absolutely furious, and he's got every right to be.
Yeah, but this is one superstar who doesn't hang up his boots just because the bell rang.
The champ came to take out his rival, and that's exactly what he did. This has all the makings of a great match for Judgment Day. He still wants to get his hands on the champ.
Well, he'll get his chance this Sunday.
Very soon you can kiss your championship and your career goodbye. You're stepping into the ring with the animal, punk, and I'm gonna tear you apart.
I knew you were dumb enough to put your championship on the line against one of those animals, but I can't believe you didn't realize I was working with both of them. Gotta be a little smarter than that.
This is it. Judgment Day is here.
And the champ is going to have his hands full with this animal.
I have to believe he's up to the task.
And I have to believe he will be lucky to walk out of here tonight.
It's the champion versus the animal, and it's all going to be settled here tonight. He has torn through all opposition like a wild animal to get to this point, a championship match in the main event of Judgment Day.
What do you mean, like an animal? His career is a testament to the survival of the fittest, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if we crown a new champion here tonight.
You think you know?
If there's any fear in the heart of the champion, he's doing an amazing job of concealing it.
I'll give him credit. He's got a hell of a poker face, but if he's got any sense at all, he's got to be scared as hell about losing this match and his championship.
Is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but he is a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been winning his matches lately. And I don't think these fans are either. He saw that one coming.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds.
Yeah, and 10,000 paying customers can't be wrong. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you How glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
If you ask me, Batista's best days were back when he was Triple H's lackey.
Batista was impressive as a member of Evolution, but it wasn't until he left them that he earned the first of several World Heavyweight Championship victories. He anticipated that move perfectly. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing.
Haha, look at this, Cole. He doesn't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these. Here he goes. He's going for it.
And he got all of it. Textbook execution.
I love it. Talk about rubbing your opponent's face in it.
Yes, but this might not be the smartest course of action. This match is far from over.
He slipped out of that one. Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they...
Going up that turnbuckle hurts a hell of a lot less than coming down from it. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now. He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff. There's the cover. Can he do it?
2, 3.
I don't think there's anything.
He did it. He retained the championship.
I've got no earthly idea how he did it.
And here he goes, adding a little insult to injury.
Or a little injury to injury.
I think he's sending a message to every other potential contender out there.
No doubt about it, and I think it's been received loud and clear.
Wow, he's really rubbing it in.
Good for him. You can't tell me his opponent would have done any different.
Looks like you came out of your title defense in one piece. Congratulations. Savor that victory, because it only gets tougher from here on out. far, I have to admit you've been an acceptable champion, and I expect a vigorous title defense at the next pay-per-view. But you need to get yourself some eye candy. I want you to get yourself a WWE diva to accompany you everywhere from now on. Got it?
I don't know if you've heard what your ex-partner has been saying about you, but I think it's just terrible that he'd say that about a champion. Then again, maybe I'm a little biased. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, but gold is a very close second. Good luck out there this week, handsome. Not that I think you'll need it. I hope you don't mind, but I asked our general manager if I can manage you in the match. I wanted the chance to see you in action. Up close and personal.
Judgment Day has come and gone, and the march toward the Great American Bash begins tonight. Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and it sounds like the champ is going to have his hands full.
We've heard rumors about some funny business backstage involving him and a certain diva.
And his former ally is back and blames him for the injury that put him on the shelf.
For his sake, I hope he keeps his head in the game and his eyes on the prize.
You think you know?
We've been hearing rumors that the champ's ex-partner blames him for the injury he suffered several weeks ago.
Yeah, and with him coming to ringside this week, we could see some sparks fly.
She's the champ's new manager, and the rumor has it that it's a position she lobbied for.
He's a lucky man. I'd like to think of myself as having a superior mind for business, but I'd let her manage me any day of the week.
Anytime you get a chance to face the champion one-on-one, even in a non-title match like this one, it can't help but raise your profile.
Yeah, but a big loss here tonight would prove to our general manager that he's not ready for prime time.
He's the champ's former partner who was sidelined with an injury several weeks ago, and now we've been hearing that he's looking for some payback.
I can't blame him. If you're partnered up with someone, you expect them to watch your back, and I'm sure that's exactly what he's going to do here tonight.
Houston, Texas is home to SmackDown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely. After tonight, Houston's never going to know what hit it.
You got that right, partner. The Space City loves SmackDown, and the superstars are not going to let them down. He anticipated that move perfectly. We've heard MVP talk the talk. I'm just waiting for him to walk the walk.
Hey, have some respect. That's SmackDown's most valuable player you're talking about.
Well, he certainly played Raw and SmackDown against each other in a bidding war for his contract, and I'm afraid we got the worst end of the deal.
You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in.
I think he's going to fly. You know, there's such a thing as power to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Oh, man, these WWE fans are fired up.
They sure are. He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it. Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but he is a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been winning his matches lately. And I don't think these fans are either. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. His opponent is groggy, and he's making the most of it.
Execution. Big move. Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
Here it is. He's building up ahead of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. Love him or hate him, he's still SmackDown's champion.
He's living on borrowed time, trust me.
I think it's safe to say that his ex-partner certainly hopes so.
You can say that again. Being the champ has a way of earning you enemies.
I don't expect they'll be sending each other Christmas cards this year.
That's not much of a loss. I think the champ's found himself a much cuter partner.
Listen, I want to manage you again this week, but I also want our relationship to be, well, a little more than professional. Things haven't been going well with him lately. You're the one I want. I just don't know how I should handle it. What do you think I should do?
The Great American Bash might be 2 months away, but SmackDown's on fire tonight. Michael Cole with JBL at ringside. And John, what do you think of this little love triangle we've got going on?
I think it's a disgrace for our champion to be carrying on with another superstar's woman like this.
I'm not sure it's as cut and dried as that, partner.
I'm sure that's what he'd have you believe, but I trust this guy about as far as I can throw him.
Over the past few months, he's elevated himself to the position of #1 contender, but he might also have some personal reasons for wanting to face the champ.
No question, Michael. No man wants another rooster in the hen house, if you know what I mean.
You think you know.
One of the champion's constant obligations is to identify and eliminate potential threats to his title, and he's got his work cut out for him tonight.
Well, let me get this straight. He's supposed to represent SmackDown, and he's running around with another man's girl. Well, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but that doesn't seem right to me.
Wait, what's she doing out here? She's supposedly the girlfriend of the champ's opponent, so why didn't she come out with him earlier?
I don't know, but this is only going to make a volatile situation worse. Nothing makes a man's blood boil faster than a beautiful woman. I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
So you're telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book and cares more about the rules than about winning?
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some sense of sportsmanship.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and he's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge, I don't know. He's putting a lot of a line going up there.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Nice reversal.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But his opponent is groggy, and he's making the most of it.
Execution. Big move. No superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE fans.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
I can't believe the lack of respect these fans have for Chavo Guerrero and his legendary family.
I don't think it's the Guerreros they have a problem with. I think it's Chavo himself.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up. There's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but
the champ is still in possession of the title that his opponent craves.
Yeah, but I think his opponent's got something the champ wants too.
Are you sure about that? Because during the match, it sure looked like...
Stop trying to stir up trouble. Maybe she's just a little confused.
She's not the only one. This looks like the start of a love triangle to me.
I think you've been reading too many romance novels, Cole.
Yeah, so I figure it's only a matter of time before that gold's around my...
Oh boy, I don't know if he meant for the champ to hear that.
What are you doing with her? And you've got the nerve to accuse me of fooling around?
Whoa, hold on, calm down.
Stop it!
That's your idea of a real man, huh? Come on, we're leaving.
Did you see that? The #1 contender just laid out the champ.
Listen, player, I heard about your little backstage scuffle, and I don't want any more of that, you feel me? I can't afford to have my top guy injured before the Great American Bash. I'm keeping the two of you away from each other this week.
Hey there, it's me. I just got the okay to accompany you to ringside in your match this week. So I'll see you out there. And hopefully before. I just love having you for a partner.
With the Great American Bash still almost 2 months away, things are really heating up on SmackDown. Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield at ringside, and the champ is looking for revenge tonight.
Yeah, the #1 contender punked him out earlier this week and made him look like a damn fool.
And that assault has emboldened other potential contenders to step up and challenge the champ.
That means the champ's got to send a message to the locker room tonight.
You think you know
It's kind of nice to see the champ doing his fighting inside the ring for a change.
I bet he's thinking the same thing. He's definitely got the worst of that little backstage scuffle we heard about earlier.
It's hard to separate fact from fiction, but it seems like she's decided to dump the #1 contender and the champ.
That's what I call trading up, but the champ had better be careful. If he loses his title, he might lose that little gold digger too.
I've heard that he's complained that the champion's love life is overshadowing the hype for this non-title match.
If you ask me, I think he's just jealous of the fact that the champ can get himself a lady who's that smoking hot. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. Haha, look at this, Cole. He doesn't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
Watch it. He reversed it.
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but he is a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been winning his matches lately. And I don't think these fans are either.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, what a cowardly move. He can't win fair and square, so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, nothing wrong with doing whatever it takes to win. If it was that bad, the ref would have disqualified him, right? Oh, man, these WWE fans are fired up.
They sure are, and you know that he's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
Can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what?
Here it is. He's building up ahead of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
through playing around.
That's an understatement. What a wicked execution. I love hearing a crowd come alive, even if I disagree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what...
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. You know, there's some...
This is a big risk. Will it pay off? This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Oh boy, how did I know we'd be seeing him here tonight?
If you ask me, the champ's lucky he waited until after the match.
I think the champion is inviting him into the ring.
And I, for one, would love to see that cheating slime ball get his due.
It seemed like he thought better of it. Thank goodness for that.
Speak for yourself. I can't wait for those two to throw down again.